British Embassy in UAE faces backlash after flying rainbow flag for Pride.
Here's a summary of the article.
The British Embassy in the United Arab Emirates has been met with a backlash online after it hoisted a rainbow flag at its Abu Dhabi residence and spoke out in favour of Pride Month. So when the British Embassy in the UAE on Monday voiced its support for LGBT+ rights on social media, complete with pictures of a rainbow flag flying from its residence alongside the Union Jack, criticism swiftly followed. Hundreds of comments from conservative Emiratis decried the move as unacceptable, disrespectful, or insulting, while some suggested it was racist, and many urged the embassy to remove the flag immediately. One comment likened the move to if a British consulate in the UK raised a flag of a swastika. Emirati political scientist Abdulkhalik Abdullah understood the embassy had sought permission to hoist the flag as a show of solidarity to the LGBT+ community. The U.S. Embassy also flew a rainbow flag in Abu Dhabi this year, but did not draw the same level of criticism. The British Embassy in the UAE did not respond to questions.
This post received a score of 3,200, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Damn, they actually did it though.
Remember a circle jerk on Reddit a few days ago about them raising it in Russia, taunting them to do so in ME, KSA or UAE. Sounds like we Reddit is influencing.
The backlash to the thing that's just begun.
There it is again, that funny feeling.
Goes to show how well written that song was. Whole damn special was full of musical gold.
There was a thread yesterday about doing this in Russia where everyone said, bet you wouldn't do that in the Middle East.
I didn't think they would have the balls to do it either, happy to be proven wrong.
I'll hold my hand up and admit the same, now for the mega corporations though.
Only 2 more days. Corporations.
The Brits would never do that in UAE, the Brits. Hold my beer.
Wait, a nation who can't even treat women properly has issue with rainbow flags? Gasp.
Who knew?
UAE, we don't like that West countries, the only reason we pretend to listen to you is cow I have oil.
The UAE does not really have that much oil, and since the US shale boom, the relevance of ME oil production has fallen significantly. The US produces approximately 3x as much oil per day as the UAE.
Another reason never to visit the place.
Someone should tell that to the ex-NSA employees working for UAE now to build their surveillance state.
What a bunch of cunts. She only realized she was one of the bad guys once they started spying on Americans. What about all the pro-democracy people in UAE that she got imprisoned?
Not to mention the threat of U.S. intelligence effectively defecting and giving away valuable U.S. spycraft to potentially hostile entities. These traitors are essentially giving away the keys to the kingdom. If they were giving secrets to the Norks, this would be national news for weeks. But since it's an ultra-conservative Islamofascist government, it's perfectly acceptable for some reason.
Imagine being gay in a country where that is a death sentence. It must feel so hopeful to see the flag flown where you can see it in person. I am happy for that person and the moment of hope that it gives them.
What a bunch of snowflakes.
That's strange considering the UAE is one of the most progressive places in the Gulf and the whole of the Middle East. Edit. Yeah, the article even goes into great detail speculating that this move was probably sanctioned by the UAE government as a way to test the waters for the eventual decriminalization of homosexuality.
It's progressive for the Gulf region, with some very prominent quotes around progressive. Homosexuality is illegal in the country and severely punished.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.